Welcome to Dundark. Last we left off, we had the new chapter, which is pretty cool, chapter 5, counted. And now I believe we're still playing as Maho, but 6 months later and back in America, back at the university, which has dead quiet grounds apparently. It's after 11 PM. Some of the labs worked all night into the morning, so the place wasn't completely abandoned. But compared to daytime, it was quiet. Lights in the halls were off, and it was a little scary walking down them alone. Maho lived in the researchers' apartments next to the lab. Oh, on site, okay. She'd been thinking about so many things that night, her head felt like it was gonna explode. Then she looked out the window and realized that the lights were still on in the brain science lab. The doctor must have been working late. She decided to put some coffee in a thermos and take it to him.
そもそもなんで私はタイムマシンの研究なんかに没頭しているのかしら。
That's a dangerous game there, Maho. Shouldn't be researching that kind of stuff, especially after dark. Ever since she come back from Japan in January, she spent all her free time on it. Even she had to admit she was getting obsessed. Of course, since this wasn't something that she could research in public, and since she couldn't let it interfere with her real job, she had to do it all on her own in her own room at night. As a result, she was staying up late battling with physics textbooks, an unfamiliar subject for her. Exhaustion and lack of sleep were starting to get to her. The whole idea of a time machine was stupid. She still thought so, but she was surprised at how desperate she was getting.
それもこれも岡部さんのせいよ。
It's not like I'm researching time machines for you. What Okabe had said to her in Japan still stuck with her.
中鉢論文にはクリスが関わっていた可能性がある。
Mintaro must have been lying, could have been lying, or simply delusional. But part of her wanted to believe it was real. The truth is out there. Of course, from what she'd seen of Dr. Nakabachi's paper, she didn't want to believe that Kurisu was involved. It was just that bad. But...
論文は劣化版で、もしもクリス自身が書いたオリジナルが存在するとしたら。
If she could have written it off as a slim possibility, everything would have been so much easier. But it was just like her, she thought, to be unable to do that. I want to find what Kurisu found. That desire is what drove her to action. But the more research she did, the harder it seemed. So hard that she was starting to lose faith in what she wanted to believe. The usual complex started weighing down on her.
クリス、私やっぱりあなたにはなれない。
Kurisu was her dear friend, but at the same time, she was starting to feel jealous, frustrated, and hateful. And when all those feelings started going around in her mind, there was no way she could focus on her work. It was time to talk to the doctor for a little, and then go back to sleep. She headed over to the lab.
教授？
ん？いや、魔法。
The doctor seemed surprised by her sudden visit, but he stood up from his chair and welcomed her.
どうしたんだい？こんな夜中に。子供はもう寝る時間だよ。
その言葉、そっくりそのままお返しします。
違いない。
The doctor laughed innocently, like a child, at her cutting remark.
私の部屋から明かりが見えたものですから。これ、どうぞ。
The cup on the doctor's desk was empty. She poured him some coffee from a thermos. It wasn't the sticky sweet cafe au lait that she liked. She made it straight black to match the professor's taste. The room was filled with steam and a pleasant smell.
これは驚いた。魔法がカフェをご馳走してくれるとは。
私だってこのくらいの気は利きますよ。
でも君はこういうのが嫌いだっただろう。あれは確か君がこの研究所に来た最初の日だったかな。メリーがみんなにモーニングカフェを配って回っていたら、君はそれを断ってこう言ったじゃないか。あなたはカフェを入れるためにここに勤務しているのですか？その時間があったら早く仕事を始めてはどうですとね。
Wow. What a workhorse.
いやいや、すごい子が来たものだと驚かされたよ。
そんな古い話、今さら持ち出さなくてもいいじゃないですか。
Maho's cheeks swelled in embarrassment.
あの頃は天才少女とか言われてちょっといい気になってたというか、何もわからない子供だったんです。ちゃんと反省はしています。
Mary was another scientist at the lab. After Maho had apologized, they got on to be friends. Oh, it's like an RPG. After you beat them in a fight, you can they become your friends. Yeah.
本当に教授は意地悪ですね。もう二度とコーヒーなんて持ってきませんから、そのつもりで。
Just as she was thinking about the coffee, she poured back.
そうですよ、教授。あんまり先輩をいじめないであげてください。
She heard a voice from the computer.
あら、クリス。
Ah.
はい、私です。
ちょうど彼女のプログラムの検証中だったんだ。
She moved around to where she could see the monitor, and sure enough, the Krisu CG model was displayed on the screen.
こんばんは、先輩。
こんな時間までご苦労様。
Maho chuckled to herself. Krisu was just a program running on a computer, but she still couldn't stop herself from saying things like that. After all the time they'd spent together, Krisu was no different than a human to her.
別に私は魔法をいじめてるわけじゃないよ。メアレイとの件だって私は魔法を好ましく思ったものさ。極めて合理的でクールで、しかも面白い子だとね。だから私の助手になってもらったわけだし。もちろん今の優しい君も嫌いじゃないけどね。
The doctor gave her a wink as he reached for his coffee cup.
ありがとう。いただくよ。
As he drank his coffee, he grabbed the corners of his eyelids and gave them a little massage. He was acting cheerful, but evidently he was really tired.
プログラムの検証って何をしていたんです？
ああ、今まとめている論文のあれだよ。
アマデウスが嘘をつくメカニズムですか？
その部分のプログラムが解析できると、人間が嘘をつく仕組みももっと詳しくわかるんだがね。
女性の嘘は時に重大な秘密を含んでいます。それを暴こうというのは感心しません。
Krisu's expression was deadly serious.
何も君の嘘を暴こうって言うんじゃない。嘘をつく時の思考の過程を知りたいだけだよ。
まあいいです。何か暴露する羽目になったら、まず真帆先輩が隠してる甘い秘密を喋ることにしますから。
ちょっとおかしなことを言わないでちょうだい。っていうか、甘い秘密って何？
なんでしょうね。
She played dumb. Besides, Chrissy liked to joke around. It was infuriating, and at the same time, kinda cute.
例えばゲームセンターで彼に取ってもらったぬいぐるみの件、私が気づいていないとでも？
は？
First thing she thought of when she heard the word arcade was what happened back in Akiba. She tried so many times to get that stuffed animal and failed each time. Mutaro had won it easily and gave it to her.
あれが何？
ずっと先輩のベッドに置いてあるんですよね。
何をバカなことを言っているの。あれはクリスのお母さんへのお土産よ。
Yeah, I thought that was a present for Kurisu's mom.
じゃあなんで先輩の部屋に？
だってお母さんは新しい家をまだ探してるって言うし、それまでは仮のアパートメント住まいだし、引っ越しの時の荷物になったらあれかなと思って。
Convenient.
本当ですか？
本当よ。だいたいあのぬいぐるみは私にとってもクリスの大事な思い出なんですもの。抱いて寝るのがそんなにおかしい？
やっぱり先輩のベッドにあるんですね、あれ。しかも抱いて寝てるなんてとってもキュート。そのあたりもっと詳しく教えてください。
That stupid computer program had tricked her. By the time she'd realized, it was already too late. Both Kurisu and the doctor, who had been listening the whole time, were smiling at her. She glared at them, her cheeks flushed.
これはどうやらクリスの勝ちのようだね。
勝ち負けとか関係ありません。もう私は寝ます。おやすみなさい。
She turned to leave the doctor's office, fuming. Before she could leave, Kurisu got in one final parting shot.
先輩、もう1週間も岡部と連絡取ってませんよ。忙しいからといって連絡をおろそかにしていると後で後悔しちゃいますからね。
Yeah, you gotta maintain your relationship level, or else you'll fail the route.
あのね、どうしてもあなたは私と岡部さんをくっつけたいの？
Maho stormed over to the monitor, but Kurisu seemed unconcerned.
たまには直接会ってみたいなって思ったりしませんか？
思いません。
そうか、残念だな。
For some reason, the doctor shook his head sadly.
近々また共同研究で日本に呼ばれているんだ。その時レンタロウに連絡を取ってみようと思っているんだ。魔法も一緒に連れて行こうかどうか悩んでいたんだが、これはやめた方が良さそうだね。
Oh, so the doctor has a thing in Japan soon, and he's wondering if he should bring Maho along. She'd heard nothing about this. Most of the time, whenever the professor had a project coming up, she'd hear about it through the school's network all ahead of time.
日本へまた行くんですか？
うん。
She had to stop herself immediately from saying that she wanted to go too. She did, both the doctor and Kurisu would make fun of her again, but she didn't want to miss the chance. There's still a lot she needed to do in Japan. More than anything, she wanted to talk to Rintaro in person. But the time machine and Kurisu... It's definitely not because she just liked talking to him. Of course not.
ぜひ私も連れて行ってください。
In the end, she gave in.
おう、ついに素直になったんだね。
では告白プランを考えましょう。
あなたたちね。
Mahou was starting to get tired of dealing with them.
ま、冗談はさておき。君を連れて行けるかどうかは微妙なところなんだ。
Ooh, serious music.
というと？
君は日本でいろいろな事件に巻き込まれたろう？脳科学研究所としてはそのことをかなり気にしていてね。
Yeah, it's true. I mean, last time I went to Japan, bad stuff happened.
そんな。
クリスの件もあったし、優秀な人材をこれ以上危険な目に遭わせるわけにいけないというのが理事たちの考えなんだよ。
私なら大丈夫です。現にこうして無事でいるじゃないですか。
Well, barely.
ほう。つまり魔法はそこまでして日本にいるリンタロウに会いたいと。
いい加減セクハラになりますよ。
おー、それは勘弁してくれ。
でも本気で交際を検討してみては。将来的には岡部もこっちに来る可能性があるんでしょ。だったら今のうちに唾をつけておくべきですって。
おせっかいな親戚のおばさんみたいなことを言うのはやめなさい。
魔法の考えは理解したよ。私からも理事に話をしてみよう。ただし、だからといって日本に行けるという保証はできないからね。
はい、ありがとうございます。
私は結構本気なんですけどね。
まだ言っているの？まったく。
It really felt like she was talking to Kurisu. The feeling was much stronger than when they'd first just started talking on Amadeus. Or than when they just started on Amadeus. And that reminded her of something she'd almost done many times, but stopped.
このクリスにタイムマシンのことを相談してみたらどうだろう。
Why not tell Kurisu about the time machine? She didn't know if Kurisu had contemplated the time machine theory before her death. But she had, some clues might have been hidden in Kurisu's memories. Like, the AI Kurisu. Of course, she couldn't ask her in front of the doctor, and she couldn't let others hear that she was making a time machine. The rest of the lab found out, they'd make fun of her for sure. It wasn't even her field of research to begin with.
それじゃあ教授、そろそろ部屋に戻って寝ます。
Mao took her thermos and was about to leave the lab.
あ、ちょっと待った。最近魔法の記憶データを全く更新していないだろう？エムデウスの魔法のことだよ。
ああ、
日本に行く前に採取したデータが最後じゃないか？
Does she not want anyone to find out about, what she's been doing, like stupid time travel research and stuff, and whatever happened in Japan, I guess?
それはですね。
Well, I didn't know what to say. He was right.
日本ではいろいろと怖い体験をしましたし、アマデウスに悪い記憶を残すこともないかなと。
気持ちはわかるが、このままだと比較実験ができない。
Comparison trial involved gluing memories from both before and after a given experience into Amadeus, and seeing how it changed. These trials allowed them to see what effects experiences and knowledges had on the brain, but after Kurisu's passing, they became solely Maho's responsibility. Right.
今の君とエムデウスの魔法とではあまりにも記憶が食い違いすぎていて、別人と言ってもいいほどになってしまっている。
はい、そうですね。
このままだと君をこのプロジェクトから外して他の誰かに頼まなくてはならないかもしれないよ。
それは。
Her expression darkened.
クリスばかり相手にしていないで、 たまには自分も構ってあげなさい。きっと寂しがっている。明日必ず記憶の更新をしておくように。いいね。
わかりました。
Mao nodded her head and left the room. The reason she'd given to the doctor for not updating Maho's memories was a real concern, but there was another one. In Taro's words.
なあ、アマデウスの研究には米軍が関与していたりはしないよな。
Oh, does she suspect the doctor? She had no proof, but she couldn't get his words out of her mind. Was there some great power involved in Amadeus' research? Sounds so powerful it was even outside of the doctor's control. If she updated memory data, Maho would learn about Krisu's laptop and her hard disk. She trusted Amadeus, but that would mean whoever was secretly trying to use the project for their own ends would find out. It seemed silly and almost delusional to be worried about something like that, but she couldn't get it out of her mind ever since she'd come back to America.
でもやっぱり考えすぎよね。
She whispered to herself.
誰かそこにいるの？
What? She heard a woman's voice from down the dark hallway. Mao stopped dead in her tracks. The hallway lights flipped on, and she saw a group of men and women coming down the corridor that connected her building to the next one. Next building over was this, the psychophysiology lab. Mao's brain science lab was mostly investigated the workings of the brain itself. Oh yeah, this is what they were saying inside the little, the tips, earlier. The psychophysiology lab, on the other hand, was more of a medical department. They looked at how the inner workings of the brain affected mental states and mental illnesses.
すみません、冷や城真帆です。レスキネン教授の研究室の。
The woman at the head of the group was someone she knew. It was Dr. Reyes. What? Someone with a portrait that we haven't met? Like 5 chapters in? Surprising. Okay. This must be an actual character. Dr. Reyes, scientist at the psychophysiology lab.
あら、真帆だったの。
レイエス教授、こんな時間にお仕事ですか？
あなたも？
ええ、まあ。
お互いに仕事中毒だわね。
Judy Reyes's eyes narrowed beneath her glasses as she laughed.
アレクシスは？まだ自分のオフィスよね。
はい、アマデウスの研究を。
ほんとご執心ね。自分の娘と勘違いしてるんじゃないかしら。
Alexis? Is that the doctor's first name? Alexis? He doesn't think it's his own daughter.
こんな時間にレスキネン教授にお会いになるんですか？もし緊急でのミーティングなら私も。
その必要はないわ。私の研究に少し問題があってね。至急彼の知恵を借りたいのよ。あなたがいても特に頼めることはないでしょうし。あ、気を悪くしないでね。でもありがとう。
Dr. Reyes kept smiling as she walked past Maho towards the lab. The other scientists followed her. Sketchy
研
much?
究に問題って一体何だろう。
She took a closer look and saw that she didn't really recognize one of the people in the group. It's hard to say why exactly she noticed him. He just didn't look like a scientist. Spent enough time doing research, you start to get a feel for people who are in the same line of work. But he had a totally different air about him. What was worse, he was behaving extremely rudely towards Dr. Reyes. If he was one of her staff, he wouldn't act like that. While everyone else was wearing white lab coats, he was wearing a freshly pressed suit. That's a sketch. Just didn't feel right. Better head back to her room. When? Bothered her enough that she turned right back around and silently crept back to the doctor's lab. The door was slightly ajar. She could hear voices inside. She knew it was wrong, but she decided to push her face up against the door to listen.
いつまで泳がせておくつもり?
Oh. Oh. Let's talk about Rintaro. Rintaro.
貴重な情報源だ。下手に動いて破棄でもされたらもったいないだろう。いずれにせよ、今月中に日本に立つ。そこで回収するつもりさ。
Hang on to it. I thought it was maybe Amadeus, but maybe they're referring to the laptop and the hard drive.
なぜ半年近くも様子を見たのか、納得のいく説明ができるのかしら。
彼らは我々が知っていること以上の何かを隠しているような気がしてね。そこでアマデウスを使って聞き出そうとしたんだが、かなり警戒心が強い慎重な青年だよ、リンターロ・岡部は。
真帆にお得意の施術でもしてあげたら?
Now that sounds sketchy. Your special treatment.
彼女は何も知らないと思うがね。
Uh-oh. Ma started to panic when she heard her name. And then, she realized she made a big mistake. She was so focusing on listening to the conversation that she pressed her shoulder on the door. The door to the lab wasn't very well built. There was a loud creak, and everyone in the lab turned around.
誰?
She knew she should probably run, but her body refused to move. She couldn't understand what she was hearing. After they found her, she still couldn't move. She still couldn't believe it. She didn't want to believe it. It's worse than being in a thriller, she thought. The other scientists who were with Dr. Reyes grabbed her arms tightly and dragged her into the room. Uh-oh.
教授、今の話は一体。
The doctor looked a little sad as he walked over to her. His huge body leaned forward and peered into her face.
やれやれ。聞いてしまったんだね。まあ、ちょうどいい。魔法、さっきの日本行きの話だけどね。やはり君にも一緒に来てもらおう。
He didn't know what he meant. Weren't the directors opposed to it? Was it something the doctor could decide on his own? What was good timing? Confused, she glanced over at the computer screen, but Kurisu was no longer there. The one thing she knew was... Kabe's words weren't the ramblings of a conspiracy theorist after all. Yeah. Well, whoops. You messed up. You messed up. You messed up. Anyways, I might cut it off there. Wow. So I guess the doctor was somewhat, at least somewhat of a bad guy after all. In some way that's a little obvious, but maybe he's a tragic bad guy. I don't know. Maybe he's been trying to delay because he's like, he's trying to be a decent person. I don't know. It's hard to say. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.